If you have to buy and sell at the same time, there are two mistakes that I see people make all of the time, and both of them could cost you the right home. The first group of people starts to look at homes early. They scroll listings, they might even find something that would really suit them. But when it comes time to write the offer, they often freeze and they say things like, now is just really not the right time. But the real issue is that they weren't prepared. They never put a plan together around timing or financing, so everything does feel overwhelming when it suddenly matters. The second group is the opposite. They're more action oriented, so they're the type of people that just go ahead and sell their home. They know they need to sell to move, and so they do it, but without a clear plan of where they're going. And once that home is sold, now there's a deadline, there's pressure, and that urgency can sometimes push people into buying something that doesn't actually solve the problem they were trying to fix in the first place. And obviously, people don't move just to move, right? They move because something isn't working for them anymore, whether that's the space, the layout, the lifestyle. So the goal isn't just to move fast, the goal is to move well. A lot of people are told things like, you have to sell before you buy, or you'll never get an offer accepted with a condition of selling your house, or the market is too busy to do both at the same time. But the reality is, even in a busy market, it is possible. And where people get stuck is just not understanding their options. Step number one is simple. Start with your current home because that is the best place to start, not scrolling listings. Okay, we need to get a really clear picture of what your current home is worth. Just bring in a real estate agent, get a proper value, and then identify your rock bottom number. Now, that doesn't mean that we're going to accept that number. It just means that we understand your worst case scenario because when you're buying and selling at the same time, clarity matters so much more than optimism. So once you have that number, you can go to a lender and you can say, here's what my home will sell for at a minimum. What are my options? What are my strategies? I work really closely with lenders who are excellent at this, and that the difference that conversation makes is huge. So sometimes the answer is actually you can buy before you sell, and other times you're going to need to sell first. No matter which path you're on, the next step is the same. Get your home fully ready for the market. Staged, decluttered, photos done, paperwork ready, even if you don't have to sell right away. And why would you do that? Because when all of that is handled, the only decision that you're making when you walk into a home is this. Is this the home that I want to live in? You're not mentally juggling prep lists, timelines, and all the stress. You're just deciding. And if you do need to buy with a sale condition, this preparation matters even more. When you can show a seller that your home is priced properly, fully prepared, and can be on the market within 24 hours, that uncertainty that scares sellers starts to disappear. I have seen conditional offers accepted when they are presented properly. Sometimes a buyer even has an accepted offer on their own home before the conditions are due on their purchase. There are usually far more options than people think, but they do depend on your specific situation. And that's why having the right conversations early matters so much. I have worked with people who thought buying and selling at the same time was impossible. And within weeks, they were under contract on the right home simply because they finally had a plan. If you are living in a home that doesn't serve you anymore, don't let the process be the reason that you stay stuck. Even if you're 1 or 2 years away, this clarity can bring a huge amount of peace of mind. If you want to talk it through, I am always happy to have that conversation. You can feel free to call or text me anytime.